Final stage care is one of the most important aspects of healthcare that is focused on providing comfort and support during the last phase of life. In this lecture, we're going to explore the compassionate approaches involved in final stage care. It's not just about managing physical symptoms, but also addressing emotional and spiritual needs. Your expertise as nurses will ensure that both patients and their families will receive comprehensive support during this time. It is very important that you take by heart this discussion with empathy and understanding, recognizing the unique needs of each individual or each of your patients. In this video, we are going to discuss valuable insights about how to best care for loved ones in their final stage of life. Let's explore the core of palliative care. This specialized form of medical assistance focused on alleviating symptoms and stress linked to serious illnesses. Its main objective is to provide or to improve the quality of life for both the patients and their families, regardless of their age or the stage of illness. A fundamental aspect of palliative care is its holistic approach. It goes beyond merely addressing physical symptoms. It also takes into account emotional and psychological needs, ensuring comprehensive support. This is very important in helping patients and their families navigate difficult times with greater comfort and dignity. It is also as important to understand that palliative care is not confined to end-of-life scenarios. Instead, it is a supportive service available at any stage of a serious illness, offering ongoing care that is adaptive to the changing needs of the patient. Palliative care is inclusive because it is meant for all people with serious illness regardless of age, diagnosis, prognosis, or care setting. It is adaptable because it can be tailored to a patient culture, abilities, values, family situation, and changing health needs. So what are the inclusions of palliative care? Palliative care is not only limited to one disease or one stage of illness. It includes adults, children, older persons, and people with disabilities. And it should respect identity, family structure, and social background. This matters because people often face different barriers to care, such as discrimination, communication gaps, or limited access to inclusive care, which reduce their inequalities. In practice, this means involving chosen family, using respectful language, and recognizing cultural or religious beliefs that shape care decisions. How is palliative care adaptive to the needs of our patients? Palliative care adapts by focusing on the person rather than focusing every patient into the same care plan. As members of palliative care teams, we need to adjust symptom management, our communication style, our support services, and care location depending on what the patient needs and preferences. Okay, for example, a care for a child, a person with disability, or someone from a different cultural background may require different communication methods, family involvement, or home-based support. This flexibility will help palliative care remain effective even when patients' conditions or circumstances change. Okay. Then why all of this matter? Inclusivity and adaptability makes palliative care more humane, equitable, and effective. They help patients feel respected, improve access and trust, and make it easier for care teams to respond to real-life differences instead of assuming everyone has the same needs. So in short, palliative care works best when it meets people where they are and adjusts to who they are. When discussing who benefits from palliative care, it is important to emphasize the broad range of individuals that it supports. Let us start by highlighting cancer patients. Okay. Palliative care plays a very important role in managing pain and various symptoms during treatment, which can significantly enhance their quality of life. Next, consider those with chronic conditions such as heart failure or COPD or kidney disease. Palliative care provides ongoing support, helping manage the complications of these illnesses over time. Finally, the relief provided by symptoms like example nausea or yung fatigue or shortness of breath, okay? These are common challenges and effective management can make a world of difference in daily living of patients. By understanding the diverse range of conditions and symptoms that palliative care addresses, we can appreciate its essential role in improving patient and family experiences through difficult times. The palliative care team is a diverse and dedicated group that works collaboratively to provide comprehensive support to patients and their families. First, let's consider the involvement of medical professionals, doctors, nurses, and some therapists who are the forefront offering medical expertise and personalized care plans. They are very important in managing symptoms and ensuring that the treatment aligns with the patient's needs and goals. Next, we have the support specialists, the social workers, the chaplains, and counselors, who also play a very important role in addressing the emotional, spiritual, and social aspects of patient care. They provide guidance and support, ensuring patients and families feel understood and valued. Together, these professionals form a cohesive team, each contributing unique skills and perspective to enhance the quality of life those receiving palliative care. This collaborative approach ensures that care is holistic, addressing not only physical symptoms but also emotional and spiritual well-being. What are the key principles of palliative care? We have symptom management, communication, and support. When we say symptom management, this is basically the relief from pain, nausea, fatigue, and anxiety, which can significantly improve quality of life, allowing individuals to regain a sense of control, comfort, and well-being, whether through medication, holistic therapies, or lifestyle change. Managing these symptoms is very important for restoring balance and promoting overall health. The next is communication. Open, honest discussions about care goal fosters trust between patients, families, and healthcare providers, ensuring that treatment plans are aligned with personal values, preferences, and quality of life priorities. This conversation empower individuals to make informed decisions, prepare for future needs, and promote compassionate care. The last one is support. Okay. Emotional, spiritual, and practical assistance for all ensures that individuals and their families feel supported, understood, and valued throughout challenging times. By addressing the whole person, not just their physical needs, but the different approach will foster the person's dignity and the sense of self, regardless of their family, or personal circumstances. Okay. What are the benefits of palliative care? Of course, it is geared towards improvement of quality of life. Patients and families experience greater comfort. It reduced hospital visits. It lowered rates of readmissions and complications. And it is geared towards better decision making. It enhanced understanding of treatment and their options. Now, the future of palliative care is focused on three formative trends: the growing awareness, the healthcare integration, and early intervention. Firstly, growing awareness is very important. More people are coming to understand the deep benefits that palliative care offers, such as improved quality of life and reduced stress for patients and families. Secondly, healthcare integration is essential. Family care is increasingly being included into standard medical protocols, ensuring that it is not an afterthought but a fundamental part of patient care from the outset. This integration helps in providing seamless, holistic care that addresses both physical and emotional needs. Lastly, early intervention is gaining importance. By focusing on prevention and symptom relief from the start, we can offer patients more control and comfort throughout their care journey. Early interventions means addressing issues before they become overwhelming, which can significantly enhance patient experiences. These trends now signify a promising future for palliative care, where it becomes a standard, proactive component of healthcare, benefiting more people in meaningful ways. Okay. Accessing palliative care is as important in ensuring comfort and support for patients and their families. Let's first look at where you can find the services that you are going to endorse or to offer to your patients. Palliative care can be accessed in various settings, including hospitals, mga clinics, nursing homes, and even at home. This flexibility will help ensure that care is tailored to meet the specific needs and preferences of each individual. To get started with palliative care, the first step is to have a conversation with a healthcare team, particularly the doctor. Ask them for referral to a palliative care institution or palliative care team. They will help guide through the process and ensure that the patient receive the appropriate support. Insurance coverage for palliative care can also vary. Here in the Philippines, there are very limited health insurance which cover palliative care, as palliative care supports the healthcare benefits of the patient until the end of life. So, it is important to check with whatever health provider or health insurances they have at the early stage. This will help you and the patient understand what is covered and what to avoid during any unexpected needs or to avoid unexpected costs. Nowadays, insurance is very important because of the increasing cost of healthcare. Remember that accessing palliative care is about enhancing quality of life and providing comprehensive support. So, do not hesitate to reach out for information about healthcare providers engaged in palliative care to explore more options and to better support your patients. So that concludes my discussion. Thank you very much again for listening.